so. It's one more thing why Gervonta Davis can beat him.
So you think all that's going to be beneficial for Gervonta, obviously, right? It's going to matter in the fight?
I think so.
Second round, he was just running, holding.
Gervonta Davis has taken his preparation for the Lamont Roach rematch to the next level by involving Vasiliy Lomachenko in his training ahead of the August fight. Lomachenko, one of the most decorated amateurs in boxing history, has been a key figure in Davis's camp. However, this marks the first major news involving Lomachenko since he announced his retirement last week. His decision confirms that the highly anticipated showdown between him and Davis is now off the table.
I can fight with him for free. I can fight for. Why he can't fight with me when I stay in the 130? Why then I was a 130 champion, WBO champion. He has a IBF title. Why in that moment he can't fight with me?
I wanted to see him and Tank Davis a couple years ago. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, kind of like we talked about with the same thing we talked about with Canelo, that if he's ever going to fight Benavidez, it better be soon. If this fight's going to happen, it has to happen soon, because Lomachenko, again, the clock is still ticking.
To better prepare for Lamont Roach, Tank reached out to a specialist to help him understand Roach's style. Stylistically, the two are quite similar. Both are boxer punchers, but Davis has the clear edge in power. Still, Roach is smart, technically sound, and not easy to break down, which has made him a challenging opponent for Tank. Vasiliy Lomachenko, who once targeted Roach as well, had an extraordinary amateur career with 397 fights and just one loss. While Lomachenko built his name on skill, Davis is known for his power, though his recent training sessions show he's focused on much more. In addition to explosive pad work, Davis has been training for flexibility, strength, and endurance, incorporating body exercises, stretching, and push-ups into his routine. There's a common critique that Davis often gives away early rounds, as he studies his opponent a potential vulnerability against technically skilled fighters like Roach. And after missing weight multiple times in his career, including during his last fight week, when he skipped his grand arrival to go jogging, Tank appears to be making conditioning a top priority this time around. After finishing his body work, the world champion moved on to the mitts and heavy bag, testing his power before stepping into a sparring session with an unidentified partner. Following a short break, he looked straight into the camera and declared, taking it all out on August 16th. Davis's speed, strength, confidence, and skill could be enough to make Lamont Roach think twice. Undefeated in 30 professional fights, the American superstar has drawn comparisons to his former mentor Floyd Mayweather, thanks to his lightning-fast hands and elite reflexes. But unlike many slick fighters, Davis also brings devastating knockout power to the ring. Davis is back in the gym.
Hey Tank, we're gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words,
him preparing for his March 1st clash with Lamont Roach. New footage shows him hitting the pads with blistering speed alongside his team reminding fans why he's one of the most explosive fighters in the sport. Tank Davis impressed fans with lightning fast, precise punches, drawing reactions like simply incredible. And he's just on another level. One fan even noted, he's a natural southpaw fighting orthodox plus that footwork. Different level. Many are already predicting a quick win in his upcoming bout, with one fan writing, Tank versus Roach isn't going to last long. Another added, he looks fight ready now. A Davis-Lomachenko fight was nearly made for 2024, but talks collapsed. Lomachenko opted to take the rest of the year off, with his manager telling ESPN he wants to spend more time with family. Money isn't what motivates him. Since winning the IBF title against George Kambosos Jr. in May, the 37-year-old Ukrainian hasn't fought or announced a return. The IBF has issued an ultimatum to Vasiliy Lomachenko. Face the winner of a proposed interim bout between Raymond Muratalla and Keyshawn Davis, while a 2025 matchup between Lomachenko and the Muratalla-Davis winner is possible. It feels like a long...
Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, under here, roll under the bed.
Meanwhile, most fighters are dreaming of working with His Excellency Turki Alalshik, the driving force behind Riyadh season and the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. Alalshik has played a pivotal role in boxing's recent resurgence, orchestrating some of the sport's most high-profile showdowns in recent years, from Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk to the highly anticipated showdown between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Saudi royal advisor Turki Alalshik has reignited a spark many believed boxing had lost. Yet, one notable name remains absent from Alalshik's star-studded lineup, Gervonta Tank Davis, despite Alalshik's expanding influence in the sport. The Baltimore native has kept his distance. Recently, however, Davis addressed why. He hasn't aligned himself with boxing's most powerful promoter and laid out the terms that would need to be met for a potential clash with WBC lightweight champion Shocker Stevenson, a fight that could take place later this year or in 2026. According to an Instagram post by Handrap TV, which reshared comments